What's going on? It's your boy DameSmiff, and we're gonna have a quick conversation about the shape of misogyny and how it's changed. And so if you're interested in conversations like this, make sure you hit the like button and make sure you subscribe. The like button to basically tell people that this is a good video and then encourage others to watch it. But if you also hit the subscribe button, you can catch my latest videos. So in a quick little nutshell, basically what we're gonna be discussing is how men view women in a nutshell, right? And the reason this is important for musicians because you may find yourself as a musician or entertainer or artist in situations like this as one of the men we're going to observe today. And so what I really want you to understand is that there is a controversy around women in men's spaces and how men interact with women in these spaces, and also how the men that these women interact with are respected. Okay. And so all of that comes together to kind of make this huge gumbo or melting pot of conflicts, respectability politics, identity issues, all kinds of things, right? Culture clashes and things like that. But the big thing I want to focus on is how you identify what you're looking at. And the reason that's going to be important for musicians and artists is because this will help you shape your network. This will help you shape your identity. And this will also help identify pitfalls in your career that are coming forward. So we're going to react to a video that actually is going viral right now. But to give you a quick context, there is a live streamer who I actually haven't heard of, but he's a streamer who's hanging out with Rampage Jackson. I've heard of him. And Rampage is basically hanging out with this streamer, and another gentleman walks up, Larry Wheels, who I also just learned about. And Larry is with his wife. The streamer, who I believe his name is Deen, he starts talking to the wife, kind of flirty. He's out late night. It's a club and they're partying and things like that. So he's just talking to the woman, like a just regular woman who's just out at the party, right? Without further context, because I watched only the clip, it seems as though Larry, who the woman's husband is, didn't enjoy that much, right? And perhaps there was more building up to that before the clip, or perhaps this was all he needed, but Larry decided to address it. And so he told Deen, hey, chill out. Stop talking to my wife like that. Rampage saw this and also doubled down with Larry and said, hey man, back up off his wife. You're being disrespectful. Just ease up a little bit. And the streamer who's hosting decided to say, no, I'm not being disrespectful. His wife is up for grabs. And this is where a lot of people have developed their perspective and controversy on this. And it is that Larry felt like this was the ultimate disrespect and decided to slap Deen. And so once he slapped Deen, Rampage saw this and was like, you know what? Stream's over. Let's go leave, get into the van, remove ourselves from this situation and move on. So after that, that's pretty much the incident, right? The things that come from this conversation are how we react as the audience and also how everybody in the incident reacts. So we're going to take a quick look at the very, 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 very quick interaction between them. And we're going to kind of just watch it and see what we learn here. So let's see. Actually, this is after. This is the right here.
Hey, but she agreed with me. Can I get a hug?
No, don't do. Oh, whoa.
I know we're streaming and shit.
I know, hey, bro. Don't do.
Okay, so I'm gonna break it down because I can show you the whole clip, but you can find the whole clip online if you want to. But basically, so the clip starts here. You don't really know much of what's going on, but essentially, the man with braids and the hoodie and the wine glass, who is appearing drunk, right? He's walking up to the woman asking for a hug. And this is where I need for the audience to kind of participate here. At what point would you think that this is okay to do, and why? Why would you walk up to this woman and ask for a hug? Now, some of you may come up with a reason to walk up with this woman and ask for a hug, but you got to remember, he knows who this woman is. So if you're going to say, well, she's a friend, or I mean, this is how I'm just a friendly person, then you got to remember the context here of who you're talking to. Now, the reason that's important to understand is because as an artist and as a musician or entertainer, however you're here on this channel to listen, If you don't understand these things, you will find yourself in situations like this on either end of the spectrum. So if you don't understand what this looks like to be her husband, that woman, or the guy who's drunk, overstepping the boundaries, you will find yourself in this situation more times than not, because you won't know how to walk away or avoid it. But I do want to know, what do people really think is going on when someone says, hey, don't do that, when they're talking about how you were speaking to their woman?
Don't disrespect this motherfucker
I ain't
like that.
disrespecting nobody, bro.
Nigga, hey, I don't give a fuck, nigga.
So that sound is the mic falling off that he had attached to his hoodie, that clicking and clacking. But the man in the red plaid, that's Rampage. And I would like to treat Rampage as like an OG of, you know, the younger gentleman now. He's a very, very successful professional. That's what I'm trying to say. And he basically told the young dude, hey man, you're being disrespectful, literally verbatim. And you know what the young dude responded with? No, I am not being disrespectful.
Your fake ass.
I just want a hug.
And then Rampage goes in and sneaks for a hug. But he's doing it playfully, not in a disrespectful way. You can tell because you can see how the husband reacts.
What happened?
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Do you see how the wife reacts? Now, we're not paying attention to this kind of thing because, you know, it's funny, right? It's quick. This clip is probably like a minute long, right? But again, if you're in the situation and you misread any of these signs, it could get you fucked up. You could have been upset at Rampage for a joke, or you could have missed the disrespect from the younger dude. And again, you can be any one of the people in this situation. So you could be Rampage, who's trying to de-escalate things between two friends arguing or having a conflict. Or you could be the husband, where you got to figure out what is really happening and how you're going to move. You could be the wife, who's just sitting there and just existing and have nothing going on.
I'm sorry.
Between the two of you.
See, we agree.
I'm sorry. I just did that shit to fuck with this nigga.
She the only one
Hey,
that
no,
agree with me.
real talk.
She the only one that agree with me.
Hey, no, don't disrespect. Don't disrespect the king like that.
Nigga.
He a king, nigga. He a king. You know why?
She a queen, though.
Listen. Whoa. I know we streaming. Got a show.
So he told him stop disrespecting. Clearly drunk, not listening. Walks over and tries to hug her again. She walks away. Again, there's two cues here he's missing as a drunk guy. He's missing how she's avoiding him, right? He's completely missing that. So that's already a red flag that he's missing. The next thing he's missing is that two people are telling him to stop doing what he's doing to this woman. So either whatever he has going on in his head makes more sense than all the flags that are around him. We're going to say it's the alcohol inhibiting his decisions, or he doesn't respect not one person in this room, his OG, that woman, or her husband.
Yeah, chill. I know we streaming, nigga.
She a
You drunk.
queen, though.
Hey, handle your liquor, nigga. I know we streaming, but
Handle your liquor, nigga.
She a queen.
No. Chill out. She's married, nigga. Listen, we got two beautiful
Chill
girls
out,
on.
she's
Come on,
married.
let's go.
So marriage doesn't matter to a lot of men. I know that's a thing, but there's a lot of men who don't see marriage as a deterrent. So you can say that, but this guy clearly has shown he doesn't care.
Hey, this nigga, hey, he's
Man,
fucking up.
fuck this nigga. This nigga spun me around. I think I'm finna be respectful.
So he got spun around by Larry Wheels. Now, for those who don't know, Larry Wheels is a big, strong bodybuilder type dude. And you can see even from this angle on the camera, which is going to play a role later in this conversation. So pay attention to this particular screenshot right here. Larry spun him around basically on camera. I wish I had that clip ready, but find it online. Basically just windmilled my man by like his feet or something like that. It was funny, but it's also just more acrobatic than humiliating. But since he said that, it proves that he felt some type of way this whole time. Now, let's zoom out here for a second. Let's take it off of these two. Let's say he did feel disrespected for being swung around by his feet by a man larger than him. Why would he then disrespect a random woman that's nearby? So we've been having a conversation about this on the YouTube streets for a minute now, as far as like women who are not content creators, women who are content creators, women who are just nearby and in influential relationships with men that we all generally notice or are popular with us. Why do you think he thinks this is how you get back at the guy that swung you around by your feet? Basically, trying to assert flirtations towards a woman that is not attracted to you, right? See, it would be different if this woman was actually like trying to leave her husband and was telling you, hey, I want more of what you're doing. But again, we saw about 2, maybe 3 times, maybe 4, where he was told not to do this. Yet he keeps doing it, and we're starting to slowly realize why he's doing it. He's not actually attracted to the woman. He's using her as a pawn for his emotions. Now, I don't know if this is a young guy thing, if this is a cultural thing, but using women as pawns for your emotions and your conflicts has been a thing for hundreds of years, which is why I need you as artists and entertainers to understand what that looks like. Okay. You need to understand what that looks like, because this can basically throw you off of your path as far as your mission, right? And I'll give you one example. This guy, because he doesn't respect marriages, can put this woman in a, I guess you can say, vulnerable predicament that will then have to cause the husband to solve for that situation, for a lack of better terms. Now, the consequence of someone solving for that situation, many of you would be offended by, which could call for either him putting his hands on him. It can call for him to blackball him in his particular industry, or he can call to have some kind of, I guess you can say, litigation to the punishment, because there is a respectability politics to how you behave to people's spouses, right? This ain't just some single woman between 2 men, right? But the idea that this guy in his head, Mr. Deen here, thinks nothing should come from this behavior means that he's clouded by judgment, either from the alcohol or because he's embarrassed. Something happened earlier between him and this other man that embarrassed him, and now he's acting out of character because he knows, or at least I would like to think he knows, that this woman is not attracted to him, but he keeps trying to pursue this woman. And at some point, how do you protect the woman from the guy who's upset at her man?
Yeah, fuck this nigga.
His
Come
wife
on.
up for grabs.
Hey, he's been mad disrespectful.
Smiling,
Hey,
laughing.
did you get the, Larry? Did you get the address?
I got the address. Yeah.
Hey, don't.
Now she's just standing back there with her arms folded in the middle of this. So you got to really think, like, again, what accountability or responsibility does she have between this? Nothing really, right? So now you have a culture clash, in my opinion. You have a younger dude who doesn't respect marriage, who is, I guess, in a way trying to dirty Mac, I guess is what it is, because I'm assuming he thinks that if he keeps trying to hug this woman, that she's eventually going to want to hug him back and then eventually walk away from her marriage with him for the night, even though he doesn't want anything to do with this woman past a hug. So I don't understand what he actually thinks is going to happen inside his brain, right? How smart is he? What intellect is he using, right? So she can't really do anything about it. There's no conversation she could say to say, hey, stop, because she's tried it 3 times. So then at that point, conversation with the men has to occur. And it has been for the past 30, maybe 45 seconds we've been watching this, right? And it's still not working. So I'm basically laying out all the options we're exhausting here for this gentleman to understand that what he's doing should not occur, at least in this room.
Come on,
I'm
man.
good,
Listen,
I'm
I know we
What
streaming,
are you doing with
nigga.
your hands, bro?
This,
What are you doing with your hands?
this
you ready,
nigga.
Hey, you ready for them 100 gifted? 200
This
gifted?
nigga.
Listen.
So Larry is asking him, what are you doing with your hands? And if you've ever been in a fight, you know that's a question you're asking to kind of level set. Because I assume that Larry did want an answer. Like, what exactly are you trying to do with that hand there? And so I can see that Larry is either trying to protect either his woman from being touched inappropriately, because again, she is not trying to be touched. She has told him no. Or Larry thinks he's trying to swing on him. And again, the dude's drunk. So adding alcohol into this, I know people think they can handle their alcohol, but he's proving right now that he cannot handle alcohol. And if he's only drunk like a glass or 2, that's funnier. But we don't know what he's about to do. He's unpredictable. And we've exhausted all options as far as being fair and reasonable to this gentleman. We could all walk away. This is the last option we have. It's just to walk away. You could just shut down, grab everything you own and value, and walk away.
200 gifted. Whoa! Whoa, 200 gifted.
I felt good.
Hey, Deen.
After all night getting shit on.
Yeah.
I was
Deen.
waiting for that fucking moment.
Deen.
Okay. Okay, so the funny thing is that just before he got slapped, Rampage tried to get him to walk away. He wasn't talking to Larry, he was talking to Deen. He said, hey man, we're on stream. Are you ready for the 200 gifted subs that you're about to get? Which is basically money that people gift you and allow people to indulge in your content. Which was an opportunity for him to walk away, focus on business, get the stream, and just make this a funny little like, haha, we don't like each other funny moment for content. But instead, he stayed. And then as soon as Larry slapped him, what did Rampage say? Well, there's your 200 subs right there.
Hey, gift him 100 for me, nigga. Gift him 100 for me, nigga.
Nigga.
That was a real ass slap.
That's your OG talking about you. So there's something that's happening right here. Like the slap is funny. That's hilarious. Go watch it. But the thing you want to really understand here is there's 3 types of men around this woman right now. There's the dude who she's married to. There's the dude who's telling this dude to calm down. Hey, chill out. Just let's go have fun. And then there's the dude who got slapped. So when we think about being in the entertainment industry, which these 3 men are, just by proxy, I mean, they may not be singers and actors and things like that, but they're entertaining us right now. Which one of these men do you relate to? And really think about it. Like, how many times do you look at a guy you don't like and you want to go at his girl? You want to dirty Mac. You want to say something slick about him online, or you want to, go behind the scenes and do something. How many of you dudes is a little more passive, like Mr. Rampage in situations like this, where you're just like, hey man, we don't need to go full bloody savage mode. Relax. We're just having fun. And then how many of you are walk around and find out Larry? Because the idea that you believe you're Larry, but you're actually Rampage can get you messed up in a situation. The idea that you believe you're Deen, but you're really Rampage in this situation can get you fucked up. So the ideal person you want to be is Rampage. You want to be Rampage in this moment, because both of these guys are clearly upset and angry, and the woman has nothing to do with it, which means that this all is just these guys fighting each other using her as a form of, you can say treasure, but not really, because they don't care about her. So she's more of like just a casualty to their issue. But the greater issue is that, how do you identify which one of these men you relate to if you want to say that you protect, love, and enjoy the presence of women, and you're good at it, right? So this woman's here, she's hanging with these guys. Clearly she doesn't feel like she's in immediate danger, but she did choose the men she's going to hang with. But the one she married is definitely the guy that is going to put his hands on somebody for her protection and not try to disrupt her choice of being with a covenant with a man, even if they're not religious, but she did marry the man. So there's one guy who's willing to disrespect the decision she's made, and then there's another one who's going to protect it, and then there's a guy in the middle trying to de-escalate things. Which one of these men do you relate with more?
Get your ass in the van, nigga. Hey, give the nigga 100. Deen, give him 100. I don't even know how to do it.
Well, maybe make it clear though, but if it happens again.
Man, this nigga ain't just fucking slapped me, bro.
Yeah,
yes,
man.
he literally just slapped you. That's funny. I haven't seen the clip past this point. He asked us if he got slapped. That's crazy.
Hey.
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
No. Hey, that was a
You
hard
just
ass.
fucking slapped me, nigga.
That was a hard ass
Yes,
slap, nigga. Come on.
yes, we will confirm twice that yes, you were just slapped. Hard as shit, sir.
Come on.
Bitch ass nigga, fuck this nigga.
Come on.
So you see what I mean? It had less to do about the woman, but the woman was the one being disrespected, or at least her relationship was, right? And another thing I want to notice here is, again, the 2 men that he's hanging with are still trying to tell him the better option, which is to walk away. And he's still refusing, which either, again, you can equate that to the alcohol or the type of man he is, right? So now he's upset. Now he wants to come back instead of, again, walking away. and continue making an issue of this. But I do want to notice that not all of this is just on him. Larry could now walk away. Larry is still standing here, but he could just be standing here because he's with Rampage. But it's escalating things with his presence simply because the drunk, delusional guy over there is really upset and is not thinking clearly. So he's looking at him as almost like a like the sad emo boy that sees his bully's picture on the poster and he keeps throwing darts at it back in the 70s and shit. Like he's that kid right now. He's upset, pouting with his basketball, walking home like a little girl. And so it's exacerbating just seeing you. Now you swung me around by my feet. Now your girl disrespected me because I'm not cool. Now I got slapped on live stream and now my OG is telling me I need to get paid 100 subs for that slap. And I went viral. Yeah, you would feel emotionally like a loser, like a complete loser. So the option to de-escalate this is hard to choose for Larry because it probably feels good to emasculate somebody like multiple times. But the best option here is for Larry to walk away. Now, why am I pointing that out? Because again, if you were one of these people, if you're in this situation, what is the best option?
Come on, come on.
Come on. In the vent. In the vent.
You did good. Hey, nigga. You did good, nigga. Come on. Hey,
come on.
fuck that shit.
In the vent. I know.
Come on. Y'all go to, we'll meet y'all there. All right, hey.
No.
Bro, you're a fucking man at the end of the day.
So Rampage gets it. He's not really upset about the slap. He's like, you're a man at the end of the day. Fuck that shit. Who cares, right? But the issue that Larry's going to have is respectability politics. There's so many men that agree with the man who was slapped. They agree with that behavior towards women. They think that that behavior makes sense towards not even just women, but particularly in this situation, married women, because they don't like the men. So that is enough of an ignition for them to treat the women this way, right? But the issue that you're going to run into is what was played out here in real time is that, okay, you have the freedom to try and behave this way, but the consequences may not be something you enjoy. So for example, when he first asked her for a hug, she said no. Then her husband came over and said no. And then he tried to get a second hug and said, she's a queen and she's up for grabs. And even Rampage said, stop. The husband said, stop. He tried to hug her a second time and she said, ew, and walked away. She said, ew, and walked away. So out of all of these verbal interactions we gave this grown man with diamond chains on his neck, at what point as a man who has a woman to protect and be over authority of in a patriarchy, if you want to use that, but even as an equal, at what point do we deter what this man is doing just for the woman? Not even for the sake of you being upset about being swung around on the floor or the fact that you're upset about how you feel about this woman. Like, let's say you really just think that she just is not for this guy. Maybe that's in your head for some reason. You love her so much that you think that she should not be with this man. So let's say that's true. How many interactions verbally do we have to go through before we say, okay, this is the consequence that you now have to have? So for all the guys that agree with the guy who was slapped, how do you avoid being slapped when you're dealing with men who have given you time after time after time again for you to choose another woman, perhaps a single woman who is actually attracted to you?
Yeah, this shit is different.
It's different. It's different. Fuck that shit. I would have done the same motherfucking shit. Don't cry, nigga.
Don't cry.
Take it on me.
Take it like a man. See, but what lesson do you think he's missing here?
Nigga, I got my strap in the car. Fuck this nigga, bro.
That's the lesson. Okay, so we figured it out. So he's probably, what, 20-something, mid-20s maybe, early 30s, right? He's never been in an actual fight. That's what this is. This is his first actual physical altercation as a man. Because, all right, I'll give you an example. When I was a school child, like elementary school, we used to play wrestle, like WWF, World Wrestling Federation type of wrestling, right? Tables, ladders, jumping off of fences, acting like those were turnbuckles. We used to do all that stuff, right? Dudes like him didn't exist because they would have to lose 3 or 4 times back to back to back before they actually won a fight. Okay. And by the time they won a fight, the respect and glory of winning a fight was better than feeling like this. So you got to see as a loser, like if you saw somebody else win, it was inspiring. It wasn't something that you were jealous of. Dudes like this, they've never had that. Everyone around them has been a loser. So now when you get around successful people or people you should respect, it feels disrespectful because now you realizing who you are not, right? And so now he's realizing, okay, I got spun around by my foot. That's an L. Dude's bigger than me. That's an L. Just, I don't know. Men feel a way about size. I don't know. It's a weird thing, right? And then you try to dirty Mac and the girl isn't even giving you play. Like you're not cute to the girl that doesn't like, I don't know why that matters to men either. But so all these L's he's taking in his head, right? They're just stacking up and stacking up. At some point, he doesn't know what victory looks like until he decides what it looks like. And so right now he's contemplating violence on a level that's irreparable, right? Because this decision is usually where men like him have a crossroad that they're at. Either you're going to wind up in prison for a large chunk of time, or you're going to be infamous for this. Or the other path you can take is, again, the one that Rampage has been trying to tell both of these men to do from the beginning of this video: walk away. Okay. So because he's never lost a fight, he's now made up in his mind, victory looks like this. So then again, for you guys who relate to the guy who got slapped, what do you think happens if you go and grab a gun and point it at this dude, Larry? Like, what is the, like, as a creator, this is why this is important for this channel. As an artist and a musician, as a creator, you have to be able to visualize a result. That is the talent you have, specifically you, okay? And if you can't visualize a result, then you will be testing. You will be hypothesizing, okay? And so that's fine that you cannot visualize a result. But the thing you need to understand is that if you go and grab this gun, little dude guy, Deen, and you point it at Larry, visualize what is going to happen at the end of that, okay? And so if you're in a career and you think you love your life the way it is and you want to keep it the way it is and do better things, visualize that result, okay? So basically what I'm highlighting here in a nutshell is that there is a lot of people that relate to people like him, but they don't get lessons like this because they don't have somebody like Rampage tapping them on the shoulder. This man would have walked away if he drove here by himself. He would have walked away and got to that trunk and then came back to Larry looking for him. We've seen this on crimes over and over and over again. You're mad, you get emotional, and then you go and make a very, very bad, irreplaceable decision. And then you want to be mad at us for now employing the consequences of your decision, right? So again, Rampage has been telling y'all from the very beginning of this video, hey, walk away, stop, 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 walk away, stop. But you keep deciding to go forward, almost to the point to where if Rampage wasn't here, you would be damning yourself for the rest of your life.
Nigga.
This nigga just slapped the shit out of me in front of the girls, nigga.
No.
Do you see how, like, important that is for him? Like, it's almost as if he feels like his whole image is shattered now. So just like I said, as children, when we used to be fighting in the backyards and stuff, now how do you become a victor in this moment? In his mind, getting slapped in front of the girls on live stream too as well is like basically losing the championship for him. But being so young, he can't visualize the result of what he's saying right now. In his mind, he thinks, yeah, I'm gonna be 70 years old telling this story.
Girls didn't see it. He stopped being in front of his wife. These girls, they didn't see it. I'm being 100 with you. They didn't see it.
This nigga ain't bulletproof.
100%. But I'm gonna tell you something. Hey, you my boy. Hey, you my boy. You my brother.
Nigga, fuck that. I'm not
Hey.
gonna get slapped on camera, nigga.
Hey, nigga.
I ain't no bitch. I don't give a fuck.
I know you're not
about-
bitch.
I don't give a fuck about no nigga swing me around, nigga.
Hey.
It's
I'm be 100.
I'm sorry, bro. Oh, that's funny. The music in the background made it funny. But it's funny to me because I've seen children act like this. Like we were like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 acting just like this, right? But we didn't reach for guns because we didn't have guns. That's what makes it funny to see, is because he's so upset at things that he made happen. This is your life. That's what makes it funny. Like, you did this, sir. Like, we didn't do this to you. Like, you got slapped because 18 times. Fuck Larry. You didn't listen to Rampage, and you supposed to respect Rampage. It's like, this is, again, let's reel it back. I'm laughing. It's funny. But out of all three of these men, which one of these men do you identify with? Because the guy Deen here doesn't respect not near person around him. Not one person does he respect. He's looking at the women around him as just objects he can use. He's not even listening to what they're saying. Fuck humanizing them. Just hear that she's not attracted to you. And then Rampage is trying to get him to stop being belligerent and drunk on live stream for the sake of making money. He's not listening to Rampage, who clearly understands the business. And then he's not listening to Larry, who's married to the woman he's talking to. So it's like he has no respect for anybody, right? And I'm seeing this, and I don't even know the dude, and I'm seeing this from like a minute-long clip. How does he get an understanding of what consequences come from his behavior if he has no Rampage in his life? So this is what this video is gonna basically be for you, the audience. This video is your Rampage. If you relate to the people like Mr. Deen here, just know that you think like this. Like, this is just on paper. This is what you look like. You look like the dude who gets swung around, slapped, don't know girls like you, but you got everything that looks cool. You got little stars in your Sprinter van. You got a cute little chain. Your hair's done. You look cool, but you are lame at the exact same time. So many times we think we can just do one thing and just be artists and musicians and just be cool because we like ourselves. We seen in real time that you can't just like yourself. You have to be respectable, not just cool. Like, that doesn't work. Like, you can just sit here and say things like, oh, your girl's up for grabs. Well, you got slapped in the face. Oh, he not bulletproof. Well, you got swung around by your feet. Like, there's levels to it, and you gotta respect the level. Like, yeah, you can get a gun, but you got swung around by your feet. If you were to commit to either decision, they both last a lifetime. You could shoot somebody, and now you're known as the guy who shoots people, but then you also are the guy that shot people who was swung around by their feet. So you gotta respect your life and craft your life respectfully. So we're gonna take a look at the aftermath of this, where shout out to Rampage. He actually makes fucking sense in this whole thing. But Rampage has a conversation with him afterwards, and hopefully he actually reaches into his skull, this thick little young skull that he has here.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel bad for you because you look gay.
Nigga, fuck you. No. Stay controlling, bro.
No.
Serious, bro.
Nigga, let me finish my conversation, man. Let me finish my shit, nigga. You look gay with all this bedazzled on, and you got bitch smacked by a 300-pound nigga live on stream. They gonna clip that shit, nigga.
Yeah, we're gonna clip this. Now, I do want to say this though. I'm gonna go ahead and coin it now. What Rampage is pointing out, like, he's not saying he looks homosexual. I know he used the word gay, but he's basically saying you look emasculated. I wish we had another word for this, and I wish it wasn't that. But because of how funny it sounds, we're gonna keep it, okay? So what he's basically saying is that you look anti-attractive to the women you're trying to attract. So you don't look, quote unquote, hetero. But basically he's saying you're not handling this situation like a respectable or a man who's attractive to women would handle this. And I don't know if it's 100% true. Who knows? Like, in your culture, maybe slapping dudes or getting slapped by dudes is the cool thing to your women in your culture. But basically he's saying, look, man, you need to, like, either sober up, which I think is the issue. He's drunk, but he needs to sober up. But he really needs to think about and understand his decisions. Again, visualize the result of the evening. What are you trying to do? And the reason he's saying that at the end of the day is to help this man stay out of prison because of that dumbass decision he tried to make in the van, or at least save face, because right now you're being clipped up, like he said, but you're also losing a lot of reasons for people to respect you.
I feel bad for you. I feel for you, nigga. But everybody know you're not really gay, okay? So don't, when the shit get clipped and you get embarrassed, I'm sorry, nigga, don't worry about it. But guess what? Slap. At the end of the day, slap me. So we take it. Hey, listen, I take.
Rampage is doing anything just to get this dude to just get over this, like just relax. He's like, just get. Who cares? Because you got to think too. Rampage, he's a fighter, so he's probably taking L's that people couldn't imagine taking. Right? You couldn't dream of taking some L's, but you gotta, like he's saying, you gotta man up over that. And that's part of, like I said, when you lose fights, you learn that lesson quickly. And like, this guy has not lost a fight. Not Rampage, the Deen dude has not lost a fight. So that's why he's struggling right now with the losing. You usually have conversations with athletes like this in like their corner of the boxing ring or on the side of the field or whatever, when they're like, their emotions are in the win. Their emotions are in the game or in their last play, which means they just need more experience of just understanding the game, right? But in a situation like this where you're just talking to some dude's wife, why are you acting like this, right? So to bring it back to why he keeps calling him gay and like all of that stuff is because this is not how you respectfully act towards women. This is not how you attract women. This is not the thing that works for and towards women. Why are you behaving this way? Now, it may not be a literal homosexual thing, but it is something that is anti-attractive to women. So now you have to figure out, okay, I put on the jewels, I got the little haircut, I'm talking a certain way, I'm wearing the clothes, but I'm still getting slapped around and like embarrassed on the internet and it's not working. What is this? And basically what Rampage is showing him is that you look like something you really aren't, which some people might call gay.
I take one with you, nigga. I take one with you. I get embarrassed too, nigga. I get embarrassed too. Let me take the shit up. You go slap the shit up, nigga. I already know it, nigga. You're a good fighter. Nigga, I take that embarrassment with you, nigga. Slap me. Why my girl gone? Why she ain't looking, nigga? Go ahead. You get embarrassed, nigga. But look,
you ain't finna slam me on this table.
I'm not gonna touch you. Cause I'm giving you. Listen, I'm giving you.
One thing, nigga, I ain't dumb enough to slap Rampage, nigga. Fuck you. I'm finna go pee, nigga, and I'm finna go use the bathroom. I'm finna be back.
I'm gonna take half the embarrassment with you.
Nigga, fuck you. You take half of these nuts. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I'll be back. Fuck you. Take my mic. I'm finna be back. I ain't slapping you. Nigga, fuck you.
You slap me, I'm not.
But yeah, shout out to Rampage. Rampage held it down for everybody right there. And a lot of this is really coming down to emotionalism, understanding that you're mad about something, right? And then the other part of it is, do you really respect women in the space that they place themselves in? Because a lot of times you may not like the girl's guy or her husband, but she chose him, not you. So when she says no the first time, what should you do? So if you enjoyed this video and this reaction, let me know. This video is actually going viral like now at the recording of this, but make sure you hit that like button and hit subscribe. I will see you guys next time. And this is Musician Talks with DameSmiff. I'm out. Peace.